Welcome back, everyone. This is Thomas Triple T Tie with another new bullish crypto analysis. It's after midnight. Let's see what time it is. It's actually 1:35 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I want to get this weekly Polygon MATIC analysis done. I'm so tired. It's getting late. Anyways, um, before I get started, remember this is for edutainment only and not to be considered as financial advice. And I would appreciate it if you could help spread my analysis. They're pretty simple to understand, and it helps people, especially newbies. You can do that by smashing the like and ringing my bell, hitting subscribe if you haven't, and also share your thoughts in the comments below so I know what you're thinking or if you have any recommendations. So with that, let's dive into the news, and then did I say that this is for edutainment only, not financial advice? If I didn't, there it is. I just said it. So let's dive into the news, and then we'll go through the analysis. I need my mouse highlighter. Here we have, where is this one from? I want to give them credit here. Cryptoslate.com. They did an article on Polygon's ecosystem surging with 170% year-to-date growth and over 19,000 dApps deployed. And they're not the only one reporting this. I've seen it in different places, but I just picked one. So 19,000 dApps is, and that's an increase of over 170% from January of this year alone. And so kudos to them. It's probably one of the fastest growing dApp system out there. So it's growing. NFT, this is according to, what is this? Watcher News. NFT on OpenSea Polygon users surpassed 1.2 million. That's a lot. So cool. According to U.Today, Polygon burns more than 650,000 MATIC after launch of burning mechanism. So that will help it to become more deflationary. A lot of good things for MATIC. I love MATIC. Paris Hilton invests in afterplay parties. $4 million raised for Polygon NFT ticketing. What afterplay is basically they're using the blockchain NFT system for ticketing, like for events and stuff. So pretty cool. Crypto market pretty much red right now, or at least about an hour ago when I was preparing this chart. Bitcoin 38.5, Ethereum 2.8K. Yeah, predominantly red. Here we have Polygon MATIC. It's number 17. It hasn't moved since last week. Market cap is $8.7 billion. And let's dive into the weekly charts here. Last week I mentioned that MATIC would probably range between 130 channel support and 147 resistance. It did do that somewhat right up here. And then I also mentioned that if it broke the 130 support, it'll be very bearish. And it broke 130. And it hasn't been under the... it hasn't been under the 130 support for, I think it was like 26 weeks or something like that. You can refer to the last week's chart, but I think it was 26 weeks, somewhere around there. So it's pretty bearish move there. And it was a big body candle. And then it wicked all the way down to close to this level, the $1 support level. It came to like $1.01, and then wicked back up, and it's currently now at roughly $1.11. So, and this current week's candle, it's like a doji, but really thin. Well, it's a thin body, and it could turn red too. So I also added this descending channel here. It looks like MATIC is bouncing around in there. Currently near the top resistance of the descending channel. Oh yeah, and there's this horizontal channel here too. That's been in there. See that? At 175 for the top resistance channel, and at 130 for the bottom support. And it was in that channel for 15 weeks, and finally broke below. It's now closer to the descending Bollinger Band. So you can see here, here's the middle basis of the Bollinger Band, and that's roughly at $1.67, but it's closer to the bottom of the Bollinger Band, which is 77 cents. And both are descending, so it could force the price to go down a little bit. It remains in the bearish territory because it's under the bull market support band, and that also shares the middle Bollinger Band basis, this blue line here. And the bull market support band currently ranges between $1.67 and $1.52. The trading volume for this particular price zone, it's more in the low end, about a quarter of the max for the this price zone up here. Here's the max. It's right now right around here, kind of low. It depends on how you move this though. So it changes. The daily volume, it's still really small, way below the moving average here. It's been diminishing since December 2021. I've had this note here for quite some time, but I want to leave it there for a while. For the last 13 candles, 13 bars here, weekly bars, it's been below the weekly moving average. Down below, we have the KDJ. The white J line continues to descend below the blue K, and the red D lines currently registering at 9, and I gave that a bear. The white MACD line also continues to trend down below the red signal line. It's putting in the 15th bearish histogram bar and registering at negative 0.12. I gave that a bear also. The red RSI, blue CVD, and the white MOM, they're mostly trending sideways. The red RSI is registering at 39. I gave that a crab and a bear. The reason I gave it a bear is because a crab is going sideways, and that's what it's doing. But a bear, because it's still trending down multiple weeks, it's still on a downward trend until it breaks that and flips back up. I'm going to keep the bear there. The blue or aqua CVD line here is doing the same thing and registering at 79.07 million. I gave that a crab and a bear also. The white MACD line, it looks like it's flexing up a little bit, but if you look at the overall trend, it's still trending down. And in the last several weeks, it's been chopping pretty much sideways. It's currently registering at negative 0.34, and I gave that a crab and a bear also. Even though it's flexing up a little bit, we're going to have to wait and see what happens. So overall, I gave this chart 2 crabs and a bear. It's going to be choppy right in this range here. As a summary, I said MATIC is likely about 80% likely to retest the $1 support green line here. And it hasn't broken below that $1 support line in 40 weeks. So if it breaks below that, that's even more bearish than breaking below the $1.30 support there. And it's more than likely going to retest the $1 line. It's probably going to wick down and retest that. And if it does wick up, it'll probably wick up and retest this descending channel resistance, like it did here, and more likely here. It did that here too. So, and the other resistance I could retest is this 130 line here. So a couple lines, a couple resistance up there, but for sure the 120 line, which is really close to here, to where the current candle is. The current candle is so tiny. So that's about it for this chart. So let's go take a look at some other ones. Total value lock, Polygon is still at number 8. You can see the 1 day, 7 day, and 1 month change are negative. TVL dropped to 3.6 billion. Market cap to TVL ratio is 2.12. The lower the better. It's currently right on the lower end for the top 20. Well, actually, it's on the lower upper half, if that makes sense. It's on the half that's better. Let's put it that way. Here's the detail. Put this marker here. Back in June 15th, 2021, it had a TVL of $10.5 billion. Now it's at 3.6 billion, and the descent is, this is a huge peak. Then, but if you average it out, it's pretty much stayed relative to where it is. The drop hasn't been that bad if you discount the huge wick up here. Here's the heat map. Sell walls on the top. Buy walls on the bottom. Major sell wall 150. Bottom buy walls include $1, 75 cents, 65 cents, and 40 cents. And I should get back to showing you the. What happened? Did I? Oh no. I'll just tell you. Let me see if we can pull it back for you. Here we go. I forgot to cover the new entries. So new entries, this is extreme. So new entry, FOMO would be, again, not financial advice. FOMO would be 10% at $1, 20% at 75 cents, 30% at 65 cents. And the new sweet spot will be around 40 cents at 40%. So you think about it, if you count the FOMO, if you don't count the FOMO at $1, just the 2 levels below that, that's 50% already. So if it drops below there, you're going to get that's a pretty decent range. But you want to make sure that it breaks that $1 level first. But you can always put it in as a precaution for a potential capitulation where it wicks down really quick and pulls back up. But yeah, these levels right here, it's low. I know it's low, but given the macro environment and how things have been trending, it's possible, in my opinion. And this is the liquidations level map, and we see cumulative liquidations levels delta. It's currently more excess for longs at roughly about $27 million for 20x to 100x high leverage. And what that means is you have the long levels here, you take all the money in there minus the short levels, which on this heat map doesn't show much at all. So it's just mainly long levels right now. So what it means is there are a lot more long amount of money going long on high leverage for MATIC, and then there are short. So most people are long in it right now. And that's about it. That wraps it up for Polygon MATIC. And I am gonna go to bed. So you can help me out. You can help others out by smashing the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.